Mic check 1 2. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Gary. In this video we are going to talk about Clover. Is it time for a rebound? Come on, man, it has been red for so many days. Yesterday we were down by negative 2.8%. we closed at $9.72. After market, it's slightly better. We up by 2.78%. we closed at $9.99. It sounds like a sale is happening. $9.99 sales. Yeah, but let's take a look at the price movement yesterday. So yesterday when the market opens, straight up, just red candle, this huge red candle. All right, and since then we dropped to $9.50, and then we consolidate at this price range. So when the pre-market we were up 8%, almost 8%, I thought that okay, reversal is happening. I thought that okay, I bought the dip, that's great, I timed the dip properly. But it's okay, we can never time the dip at the lowest, so we shall see what's going to happen. And let's take a look at the 30-minute chart. And this 30-minute chart, as you can see, this 10% drop, 11% drop was pretty awful. It was pretty bad, and right now we are going downward trend. And of course, since $14, now we have dropped by what, 40%, 30%, so it's quite bad. Let's hope that we're gonna have a reversal coming up. But the question of time for a rebound, I think we should ask ourselves what exactly happened. So what exactly happened that caused the 10%, 14%, 15% drop was because of this 180-day share lockup period, which has expired. So what does it mean, right? Following an IPO, many companies put stipulations forward restricting the number of shares available to trade. Insiders such as early employees, investors, yada yada, holding significant chunks of shares may be forced to hold onto these shares for a given period of time. So what does it mean? Meaning, after its IPO, right, company employees, employers, whatever, that have shares available to trade, they cannot sell their shares within the 180-day upon IPO. That is to protect potential new investors. But of course, once it expires, meaning they can legally sell their shares in the market. So that's why there were a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt going on. But the question is, are they selling their shares? Are they dumping their shares? And the very simple answer as of now is no. And those that can sell their shares, they haven't sold a single dime at $28, which means they are very bullish on the stock. They know the stock can go beyond $28 in the longer run. I mean, those investors that bought them at what, $15, $14, $10, they know that it's going to go up further, higher than $28. So now, back to this, the lockup period expire. This is not a dilution event, all right? The investors that hold significant chunk of shares, this is not a dilution event. They don't dilute their shares. And the question is, can insiders dump their shares? Can they sell? Yes, they can legally sell, they can legally dump their shares, but it's quite difficult, right? And they wouldn't want to, because the SEC requires company to file an S1 form to register insider shares. Okay, so for those of you who are not very sure, the S1 is a prospectus that informs the public how many insider shares the company plans to register, meaning starts slowly selling. Now, the registration doesn't come effective for at least 2 trading days, which means they can't start selling the insider shares right away. Okay, I read again. The registration doesn't come effective for at least 2 trading days, which means they can't start selling the inside shares right away. This means if insiders are planning on dumping significant portion of their shares, the public can see it 2 days ahead of time. So this means this would allow public to sell their shares ahead of time, which drives the price down and causes insiders to give up their equity at an artificially low price. You get what's going on right here? So insiders, once they announce, a lot of investors, even myself, people will start dumping their shares. And when that happens, the price is going to drop down. It's going to tank like a rock to what, $5, $4, $3. And when that happens, insiders wouldn't want to sell anymore, right? So that would deter them from selling. So it is effectively impossible plus stupid for insiders to dump their shares. So SEC have this thing so that it could protect all the rest of us. Okay, so it is effectively impossible and stupid for insiders to dump their shares. Now, we talk about Class B insider shares have 10 times voting powers as Class A shares, meaning one Class B share have 10 times voting power as Class B shares. So this is another reason it doesn't make sense for insiders to sell their shares in order to sell insider shares to public. They must first convert from Class B shares to Class A shares. So Class B to Class A, this is a one-way conversion event. They can't buy Class A share back down the road and convert them back to Class B shares. So these voting structures is clearly indication they plan to hold long term in order to continue controlling the company through Class B shares, like many high growth startups, including Google, Facebook, Amazon, right? You guys can pause and read it through again. So, and also coupled with the fact that what I mentioned in my previous video, Clover began offering a grocery benefit to its members. So the CEO told Yahoo Finance yesterday, which I covered it, that the goal is to help elevate health determining factors known in the industry as social determinants of health, which include access to healthy food. Clover has calculated a grocery annual benefit of between $300 to $500 per member, depending on the plan, which comes at no cost to the members. But it's it's less about groceries than about those who purchase, say, about health of members. If members are using grocery benefit or not, Clover artificial intelligence models can make assumptions and recommendations to improve the social determinants of their health. The benefits is still pending CMS approval, which is expected by mid-September. So all of us, let's hope that all this is approved. So, and I'd like to end off with this. By 2023, 20% of US population will be over 65 years old. With more aging boomers buying Medicare Advantage, they represent the biggest, most lucrative growth segment, by Oliver Wyman. So with that, in conclusion, I'm still very much bullish on Clover. As much as possible, I'll continue to buy the dip and just hold for a long term. If short-term short squeezes doesn't happen, which we discussed before, if it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, long-term potential is definitely there. And at $9.99, it sounds like a sale. It is a sale, and we shall see what's going to happen today. But enough of investing stocks and stuff like that. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Is football coming home for all Rome? England or Italy going to win this Euro 2020? So with that, thank you so much for watching thus far. I really appreciate it. As usual, this is not a financial advice. This is just me sharing my due diligence, my research, my personal opinion on YouTube platform. If you guys like the channel, do give a thumbs up. Do subscribe if you haven't, because I'm trying to grow my channel. My aim is to hit 200 subscribers for now. And do share and comment. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.